the owner of Gzspeed. I'm gonna start off this whole YouTube thing by giving you a quick shop tour. Let's start. Let's go. Parked out front is my beater, my SC300. You guys are gonna see me start building this car this year. I'm gonna start doing some stuff to it. Really exciting things. A lot of hood rat activities gonna come from this car. Stay tuned for this one. For real. This one right here, I got big plans for it. It's gonna be putting in a lot of work. And let's head inside. See all the different brands that I carry. Welcome to Gzspeed. This is my office, really small office. This is where most of the work gets done. I sit on the computer, a list of parts, sell stuff on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, wherever I can, pick up a penny, pick up a nickel, pick up a dime. Got the Xbox here, and anytime anyone wants to play some Forza. Homie hooked me up with a Hot Wheels car that looked like my FC, rest in peace. And I ride this bicycle around when I need to get around without, starting up the car. And when I ride this bicycle around this this area, especially at night, they always think I'm a tweaker. And people actually, when I ride this bicycle around, and one guy even asked me if I knew where I could score some fentanyl, I got this thing for like $40. The other bike that I had got stolen. This right here, this poster that I have on my wall, this is a poster that was from a movie called King of the Mountain, but this was based on a real life thing that happened at Mulholland Drive. Like back in the 70s, 80s, a bunch of people used to go up there and race on this canyon. And there's a lot of good history. I'm gonna do a whole segment about that, but this is one of my favorite posters. Dennis Hopper was in this movie. And this is like one of the first posters that I ever put up, the 24 Hours of Le Mans. It's, I think, one of the most important races because it tests out like the full capabilities of a car. And welcome to the shop, the back of the shop. You can see that I have my fridge. Rest in peace, Roy. I need all the help that I can get, so I have him hang out here in my shop, and maybe he could put up a good word to the man upstairs and help me out with our race cars and everything. Roy, rest in peace, dog. Booyah. And here's the kitchen. Anytime I need to whip something up. What do I got in the fridge? Got some egg, got some chicken, water, and cheese. Thanks, thanks, Sandy. And let's see. Nothing much to see here. Got a whole bunch of brake rotors. These things I've been selling like hotcakes through eBay. These were like one-off, limited production brake rotors. Cool groove designs. They're pretty much almost all sold out. And just miscellaneous things here. The top rack was my RX-7 rack. That's pretty much all gone. And then this rack is also another like miscellaneous rack. I need to organize things, man. It's my first video and you guys see that I'm a messy ass dude. But you know what? If you think I'm messy, you see some of these other shops, man. I look like Mr. Clean compared to them. So here's all the fluids. This is like fluids, detailing, more fluids, miscellaneous shit. You can see that I got a whole, shit ton of front lips. And I'm selling these at a sick discount, man. I'm selling these at like 50% off, sometimes even more. And, they're for like Accords or for Integras, S2000s, Camaros, Challengers. So if you guys need any lips, hit me up. This right here is like office stuff, Got some tape, got fucking printer ink cartridges. I said that's stupid. Ink cartridges. I got printer paper. What is this? HSD? What is this going to be used for? Auto sports engineering stuff? What is this going to be used for? Stay tuned. I got some other RX-7 stuff that I sell. And what you call it? What is this? Magazines up the yin yang. I got these up. I got to post these up for sale. Like this right here, the RX-7. These are all Japanese magazines. Let's get this out straight out the way. RX-7 magazine, all Japanese magazines. I got some Stop Tech brake parts that I'm going to be putting on the Lexus SC300 pretty soon. I got a whole bunch of transmissions, RX-7 FD transmissions, FC transmissions. I got to get rid of those. I got this 350Z HR transmission. I I was thinking about putting in, into the SE300, but I'm gonna go the other route, the SED09, the 2005, 2006 one. And I got like rotary housings. I got a 3S GTE back there. I got another 2JZ, and I got like miscellaneous headlights. So that's what I did. I mean, I'm the type of guy, I'll do anything to get like a nickel and a dime. So I'll, work with different places. I'll get used parts, OEM parts. And for a while, man, I was paying my bills by selling just used OEM parts. So yeah, I sell tuning parts, but being in California, a lot of these tuning parts, they're, let's say, illegal as fuck to sell nowadays. And things slow down, the game's changing. I'll get into that more later. But like OEM parts for a minute, like that whole rack with the front lifts, that was like a bunch of OEM parts. And then I was, eating dinner at night and paying my rent because of that. And this right here, the biggest blessing, the car lift. This thing saved my life. This thing right here is just saved me a lot of time. Working on the ground is no fun. And then having the lift, it just opens up possibilities. It just, man, I'm just so thankful for this lift. Thank you, Lord, for this lift. And what else? Of course, man, oil changes. No need to go to Jiffy Lube. I do my own oil changes from here on out. Jack Sands. Wheels, yeah, another stuff like, wheels, I'll get them, I'll refinish them, and then resell them. Gotta hustle, man. When you have your own business, you gotta really do what you gotta do to make sure you pay that fucking rent every month and that you eat fucking, food every day. So you gotta really, really get creative, and you gotta hustle, man. That's all part of living this life. This right here, these are my old set of wheels. You can see I fucked that up, and I had to get another set. So some more wheels right here that I'm getting ready to resell. And then this is my tool section right here. So I got the toolbox. I got this toolbox from like OfferUp from a guy that was doing like, he worked on motorcycles. So I think one of the companies like Monkey Wrench that he was working at, I think that might even be like a motorcycle company thing. I keep all my bolts, like everyone has this, I keep all my bolts, extra spare ones in this fucking bin right here because you never know. That shit always happens. You're missing a nut, a bolt, what the fuck. You just empty this shit out, man, go through the pile, you'll probably find it. And then I keep like more hardware. And I keep like miscellaneous things on top. And this whole wire roll we're using because we had to do the harness on our extra boxes. On our drag car. This car right here is the reason, the main reason why I stayed in the game. Because I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to be honest, man, like at 32 years old, I wanted to leave the game. Money wasn't great. I was at the crack house location. California laws were getting stricter. And I'm talking about 8 years ago, man. I knew where California was headed. I knew exactly where it was headed. And I really didn't want to keep going. But this car is the reason why I stayed in the game. Because I didn't want to leave the game until I left a statement. And I've been working on this car with the homies, Shout out Brian. Shout out Fernando, my homies. Gzspeed rep him. Shout out Lario. Shout out Mr. X. We've been working on this car for like, since I had my first shop, my first original location. That's a whole ass story too, but it's a 1980 Corolla. It's a T70, I believe T72, right? And then this thing right here was used for Pikes Peak Racing, and it crashed out there, and we got this thing for cheap. I'll do a whole damn segment for this too. And then, if you guys see this is pretty much the meaning of the whole game right here. You're just a kid trying to have fun, right? But the man right here just wants to put a stop to all that. So every time someone, has a need to drop a deuce, or for me, take a leak, drop a deuce, you gotta step into the bathroom and you're met by a Korean flag. You're met by this piece of artwork, and this piece of artwork represents peace because that tiger is supposed to eat the rabbit, but they're smoking out together, and look at the tiger, he's just wigging out. And then they're having such a good time, the birds just sitting around just kicking back with them too. Metal blocker, another Korean art piece, and the roll-up door. Let's roll up the door and show you some more stuff. Give me a second. love this location. I'm thankful every day. I'm grateful for this location. One of the best things that I have are these 2 parking spots. I never had this before this location, so this is why I park my, G-Speed work van, and then I got my big boy right here, my Sprinter van. So what I also do, and also do business transport with this van right here. I just started that business up like last year, and it's been good to me. In this Sprinter van too, man. Like if all hell breaks loose, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and load it up and just live out this mug, one of them RV people, which I don't mind even. But we'll see how 2025 works out. And let's see. That's pretty much it. That's a quick tour. Step in. Oh yeah, my air compressor right here for air tools. But then I was having this talk with this guy, and he's like, "Man, you don't even need an air compressor because check it, dude. Electric tools are so powerful these days. Some of them are stronger than the air tools." But I don't have an air tank in there. I don't regret putting it in. Sometimes it comes in use, filter air on tires. Sometimes it uses one air tool that comes in handy. And in the end, it's all about gang America. That's what I represent. I know I do import stuff and everything like that, but my whole family is military. They all served. That's how they got the green cards in order for us to, come to this greatest country on earth. And, God bless America for real. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and you'll see more content coming from me soon, for sure. Have a great day, guys.